Right on.
Mm-hmm.
So 220.
Who's this in second? Patrick Gandini of Deerfield?
No, where's
No?
that kid from?
GMS.
Or GMS. Oh, yeah, from GMS.
So what is that? What's his name?
Patrick Gandini.
I mean, that kid's running a good race, too. It's just the fact that Aiden Cox is running so fast.
Mm-hmm. Can't wait to watch him in high school. It's going to be very exciting.
Yeah. His pain threshold's pretty good. You know, wait till he goes through a real growth spurt. So he's going to be right on 440 pace.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe just
Right now, like a 3:32.
So, yeah, he's got to really hump this last one to break 440. See if he's got the adrenaline to do it.
So Patrick's coming at like a 3:42.
What's his name?
Patrick
Last name?
Gandini.
Gandini, huh?
He'll be another one to watch coming up.
Yeah, he seems to be really well.
Yeah, no, he looks good.
Where's GMS?
That's what, I don't know. That's what I'm. look how strong he looks, though.
Mm-hmm. Mallory's looking really strong. Coming in 4:12 for 3 laps.
Yeah, Mallory Taylor. Brianna Malone,
Mm-hmm.
Barrington girl. She had a great cross-country season.
Mm-hmm. Both of them.
So now Aiden Cox is in the straightaway. He's at 4:30 right now.
I think he can do it.
Oh, it's going to be close. Really got to hump.
Really close. 41, 42.
41. So officially that's his best time in a race.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, that's really good. All right, and Patrick is coming in.
It's no slouch either. I mean, 453.
Still under 5. For an 8th grader.
453, 454. That's real good. That wins the state championship most years. That kid I coach, he won the state championship with a 453 as an 8th grader. And, yeah, so it's a good time.
Mm-hmm.
Avery Crowell,
Gonna be under 520.
519. Tyler Kasich, 523. Jamie Lane. Oh, he's actually a 7th grader, 525. He's probably going to win the states next year, cross country.
Great.
531.
There's Mallory. Strong finish.
Yeah, Mallory, 534, 535. Bowden Ram was right in there around 532. Goes Brianna Malone. Mark my words, this girl's going to be a tough cross-country runner.
Mm-hmm.
551.
Look at this kid's kick.
Comes your sister.
Uh-huh. He's 608.
So it's Guilford Middle School, GMS. That's where he's from.
I think she might have beat her time.
Best time?
Yeah, I think this is only her second mile, and I don't know if this is her second mile ever.
Oh, wow.
Maybe third? Yeah. And coming up is going to be the seated girls 1600, which will be another exciting race.
Right. They're taking a little bit of a break, I think.
Okay.
15-minute break. So, Mike, what'd you think of that? That was pretty good, huh?
That was pretty good.
Huh.
What, 442 and change or
Yep.
something like that?
Yeah, the Guilford kid had a good one, too.
He did, yeah.
453. Right. So, yeah, good. Good stuff.
Good stuff. 2 6th graders in that middle school mile.
Was there?
From our area.
Yeah.
Yep. They're learning. Actually, it was interesting because last year they were up here and one of them got beat by, I shouldn't say beat. They were last by like 30 some odd seconds. And,
Yeah.
I was telling them again, it looks like it's going to be fast and everything like that. And I said, do you want to go up? And he goes, oh, yeah, I PR'd that race.
Right.
He says, I definitely want to go back up.
Yeah.
So, that's what you really want out of your athletes
Right.
anyways.
You can't control what other people do. It's
Nah,
just
absolutely
control
not.
your own destiny in life.
Yeah, so come up and get their butts kicked up here.
Yeah.
When you looked at there's probably the premier mile race in the state.
Right.
So
As Bowden ran, how'd you feel, Bowden?
I felt okay, but
Felt okay? Yeah. But we're on live on stream, so try not to swear. There's
Yeah.
a kid right here. He swears. Everything he says is a swear.
yeah,
No, it's Bowden ran at Deerfield, and ran a good mile. Would you run 5:32?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, so that's decent. What place were you in the States this year, cross country? 11th place. And what man were you last year? Not this year, well, last year. What 8th man on our team? Went up to be number 1 man.
oh, that's good.
A lot of hard work, dedication.
Hard work is what does it in that.
He went from 8th to 1st. That's what it is. Where are you going to run next year?
He already said to me, Concord.
Concord High School. Now, they've won a few state championships.
They've won a couple.
Yeah.
They've won a couple.
We'll see. See how they do next year.
Well, the only thing I can, that I'm happy about is that when he goes up to Concord, Forrest won't be there.
Yeah, he says he's going to break all his records.
Oh, perfect. I like
Yeah.
that sound of that.
Hard work and dedication, that's all it is. If you want to be good. There's a lot of naturals out there that, but
Don't have to work as hard.
doesn't have to work so hard.
But-
I got a news flash, Bowden. You're going to have to work hard.
It's really the only way you want it anyways.
Right.
Gotta put in a little more than 30 miles a week.
Yeah. He's already running 30 miles a week.
30 miles a week in
Yeah.
middle school is not bad at all.
No, and improved, and he's done a lot of it on his own.
And the-
All right, so we're going to take a 15-minute break. Sure. Yeah. Can we get over there?
No, it means from here.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we'll stay on. So do we know who's up for the shot put? No. But you got the.
Looks like they're warming up.
Yeah.
I don't know. The performance standard says that they're throwing beyond the world record, 89.75. I'm not
that's-
sure what that is in feet or meters.
I don't know if they just forgot to move that over from discus or something. I don't know.
I have no. Yeah, that's certainly not a shot put, is
No.
it? That would be something.
289.75.
289.75.
Now we're talking old javelin.
Yeah.
Then when they were throwing out of the stadium,
Yes.
300 and
Yes.
something feet.
I saw a couple of throws earlier, javelin throws, and I don't know. They're going finals first, I think, right? Or the top seeded flights are going first, so that they can move, because those athletes are going to be also your good athletes in some of the other things, and so
Yep.
that they can work their way through, as
Right.
opposed to sitting
Sit
around
around
waiting,
yeah.
and then having to hustle to get finals in and stuff like that.
Right.
So I saw a couple of javelin throws that we're getting towards the discus sector. So
Oh, wow.
that was some pretty good throws, considering, again, wet, cold, windy.
Yep.
I did see another one that went up, pretty much stayed right where it was, and then came down.
Huh. We do have some good shot putters here today. The girl from St. Thomas is really good.
Yep.
And then you got Patrick Haggerty of Londonderry.
Londonderry. Well, hopefully he's not throwing girl shot, but
No.
I bet he could throw that pretty far.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he's throwing, I think, 51.9 maybe. So he's in the 50-foot club.
Yeah.
There's a lot of 50-footers anymore in New
No,
Hampshire.
no.
Sometimes they go in spurts.
I remember, speaking of 50-foot, I remember seeing Laura Garrity of Nashua.
Yeah, she was
Well, I
stud.
mean, south, but it was just Nashua at that time. First time I saw her was indoor, and she was jogging on the track, and I'm like, wow. I mean, that's a pretty big runner and stuff
Yeah.
like that. And then, she was only like 5'9", but I think I remember reading her, not her bio. Yeah, I guess they call it their bio for
Yeah.
college.
Yeah.
195 5'9".
Yeah.
And it was just muscle, former gymnast. And I remember watching her, because once I realized who it was, and I had some time, I'm like, I'm going to watch her throw the shot put. And so it was in UNH, and so they used the pole vault mats to create a ring so that when they throw it, it doesn't roll into the crowd or anything like that. And lots of times the athletes sit on that, while they're waiting for their events and things like that, not watching sitting on the backside. And she tossed that thing, it hit the ground once, and then boom, into the mats. And it surprised the hell out of the people sitting on it. Because normally they throw it bounces 3 or 4 times and comes to a stop against them. But this one, boom.
I mean, she was throwing 53.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Well, I think also when because she went to North Carolina, I think her freshman year in North Carolina, she's the number 1 ranked women's shot putter in the nation.
Yeah.
But again, she was, I guess you'd call it an outlier. She was.
Right.
We don't have that many 50-foot female shot putters.
No, her record's
solid.
Will last for a long, long
time.
I won't say they'll never be broken, but they'll be there.
Never say never, right?
No. Filiano, I mean, he threw 64 feet.
Yeah.
His record's going to be there for a while, too.
What was the javelin? A couple years ago.
Ryan Caswell?
Was that somebody a couple years ago took it up to something pretty impressive?
Yeah, Ryan Caswell, I think, has got the state record. And there's a girl from Somersworth also has got the.
Danica Ham?
Yeah, she's had a good one, too.
Yeah. I remember there was, and I don't know, because javelin's not very much on my radar, and I don't know where Somersworth is with javelin, but I remember at one point they had, they used to be that you could only put 6 athletes from the same school in an event at the state championships. Yeah. And I remember that their coach was not petitioning, but arguing that they should be allowed more because they could have had 8.
Wow.
And that was back, I don't know what year Danica was, but she was definitely the number 1 from them.
New England champion, too, I believe.
I do work with our shot put, discus, and javelin throwers because we kind of have to do everything. But the javelin is the one thing, you can tell when a kid's throwing it right, and you can tell when they're making mistakes. But to me, there's almost those kids that can really heave it. There's some magic in that. I don't know exactly what it is that's going on that they're doing, but they've just got it. It doesn't necessarily have to do with how hard you throw it. It's certainly a portion of it's the delivery. So.
We're on a 15-minute break. I guess I can tell a good javelin story. I did tell one earlier, but this javelin story is actually funny. So when I competed at UNH,
I'm glad you aren't saying that the other javelin story.
When
was
I competed at UNH, we had probably 3 of the best javelin throwers in New England on the team.
Yep.
3 of the nicest guys you could ever ask. I mean, just straight-laced.
Yeah.
I mean, just great guys. I will not use their names, but just to say, we were coming back from the University of Maine, Orono, which is like one of the longest trips ever.
Way up there.
And our UNH bus gets pulled over by a state trooper. And the state trooper comes up to the door and speaks with our coach, Jim Belanger.
Yeah,
and
I can only imagine how that went.
Do you know why I'm pulling you over? One of those things. No, I do not know why.
Jim wasn't driving the bus.
No, Jim was not driving the bus. Nor did he know what was going on in the back seat that faced the window.
Something.
So evidently, the 3 javelin throwers were mooning the state trooper. Now, these are the 3 guys that you would never expect.
Perfect.
But I'll never forget that.
Yeah.
And I think I might have been a freshman or sophomore at the time. I just thought that was one of the funniest things ever.
Jim McKenzie sitting there saying, good, I guess I can get away with a few things then.
Right. That was just crazy. But I won't say their names.
Yes. We don't want to harm any of their future endeavors or anything like that. For all the state policemen that might be listening.
Right.
Well, it's interesting.
Dave, Tom, and Todd.
It's interesting now that we're, 2+ hours into the meet, and it's probably 10 degrees colder, it seems
It is
like.
cold. Cold wind.
I'm waiting for that good track and field weather. I seem to remember that when I was in high school, that there was good track and field weather. You'd lay out at a Saturday meet, and you'd have a certain amount of time and bask in the sunlight. We haven't been seeing that. The one thing I will say, though, at least there's no black flies. They were out at my house 2 days ago. So,
Yeah, they're starting. I can tell you that.
well, in a few moments, we've got the white flag. White flag for the hurdles. Once we get rolling with that, we'll go through the normal order of events. Everything will be a final. Well, they keep changing that board over there. It said 2:45.75 a minute ago, so they're definitely not measuring shot puts with it.
So in the girls' 100-meter hurdle seated, we're going to have in the finals will be Violet Davey of Merrimack, Adrian Bevins of St. Thomas, Sydney Lewis of Nashua, South, Camille Sweet of Exeter, Nikki Langua of Londonderry, and Brooke Clooney of Spalding. You want- So we'll be getting this underway here shortly.
They say girls first, boys, or is it?
Yep, girls first.
And then boys, yeah.
Yep, that's at the girls' heights. I missed it last time. I was thinking it was the boys. I didn't even look at the hurdles to see what height they were at. But yeah, girls first. I just read off the list of girls that are in there.
Got it. Okay. This will be exciting.
Yes, it should. I think a good battle between Sydney Lewis and Camille Sweet.
Yeah.
I think that's what it's going to shape up to be. But you never know in the hurdles.
And with the weather today,
Yep.
anything could happen.
All it takes is one wind from your back to push you up on the hurdles too quickly, and then next thing you know, you get a catastrophic event going on.
Form is going to be important today for them.
The gun's up. Boy, it's definitely the wind's picked up a little bit. It's a lot cooler than it was.
It's not ideal
No.
for sprinting today. See a lot of them jumping down there,
Yeah.
trying to stay warm.
Rick, battery's about to die. This one.
All right. Starting again their blocks.
Guns up, I gotta do this one.
Okay, guns up. Guns off, I mean. Excuse me. So it looks like battle between Sydney Lewis. Sydney Lewis is out to a lead. She looks like she's going to take this one home.
Wow, great race.
So Sydney Lewis took that one. She ran at 16:47. Camille Sweet of Exeter, 16:72. Adrian Bevan of St. Thomas, 16:90. Nikki Langua of Londonderry, 17:30. Brooke Clooney of Spalding, 17:51. And Violet Davey of Merrimack, 17.67.
Good race.
Not real fast times, but a win's a win.
Yeah.
just like you say, it's not perfect.
Yeah, I can't expect to have super fast timed in weather like this, so take what you can get. Setting up the hurdles for the boys.
So we switch from 100 meters to 110 meters. Now, did you ever do the hurdles at all? Nothing.
No.
Just sprinting?
Yeah, just the 100, 200. I don't think my coach is trusting me going over those hurdles.
Anything else? Jumps?
Yep, I did. So my senior year, I did the 100 4x1 long jump, triple jump.
Yep.
And then I had done the 200, the 400, to train and make
Good.
my 100 faster. But those are my main events, yeah.
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 Now, how many years you been done?
Graduated in 2015.
2015.
So
So a few years. I'll take.
thank you.
Thanks. You don't want water?
No, I want
Coffee? What are those other things? What are the?
coffee and water.
Oh, those are water?
Coffee and
Water's over there.
water's
She has coffee. She has coffee.
okay. Wait, do you want any? Yeah, wait. I'll go.
I think people had already ordered those
Oh, okay.
from
good.
earlier. She's
All
going to come back.
No, I'm all set. Sorry about that.
And now I probably shouldn't be drinking this cold drink. Need some hot chocolate or coffee.
So here's a nice trivia. Never had a coffee in my life.
Really?
No, not one.
I don't like hot coffee.
I don't even like the smell of coffee ice cream.
Really?
No.
Oh, that's my favorite. My favorite.
No.
I don't like black coffee, though. I like,
No.
lots of cream and sugar.
Yeah. I just.
Not a bad thing, though. Any standouts in the finals? I know. I think I interviewed one guy. He was from.
Spalding, probably. So we got Jackson Libby of Spalding, Manny Felice of Concord, John Ellie of Pelham, Adrian Sutton of Spalding, Nazar Perry of Nashua North, and Andrew Kelly of Portsmouth. So probably the favorite is Adrian Sutton, I would say.
Yeah,
He's
I
state
think-
champion from indoors.
I interviewed John Eli last week. He won.
Oh yeah, he
MVP.
might. He could win this.
Yeah, he
and
is.
Manny
He's good.
Felice could win it too.
Yeah.
There's some good ones. It's wide open.
Yeah, I think John also won the 300-meter hurdles last week too. So
Yeah, he looks good.
I think it'll be a good one. Spalding wasn't at MV last
No.
week, so I haven't seen the race yet. And they're off. It's close so far.
Wow, it is close.
Neck and neck.
Wow,
John
it's
Eli.
a good one.
Oh,
Looks like Pelham's going to win it.
oh,
Well,
John Eli.
yes, he did.
Yeah.
It's a good race right there.
Yeah, he looked flawless over those hurdles. That was great.
So Eli, 15:31. Nazar Perry of Nashua North, 15:53. Sutton, Spalding, 15:54. Felice, 15:79. Jackson Libby, 16:90. And Andrew Kelly of 16.93. So pretty good stuff.
Yeah.
I was talking to a Portsmouth coach earlier. I guess Will Fahey didn't come out for spring track this year. State champion. He was on his way to being an absolute stud.
Just decided not to.
I
huh?
guess not. I don't know what happened there. And he was the best hurdler either division
That's
in
crazy.
indoor. He had it all together.
I'm sure they were bummed about that.
Yep, I would say that's probably about 20 or more points if you throw in relays and everything
Yeah.
else, because he probably was the best 300 guy too, I would say.
I feel like you don't hear that too much. Someone just like that, just
Yeah.
not coming back, but maybe more behind it. All right. Looks like they're getting ready for the girls 100 finals, 100-meter dash.
All right, so in the girls 100, we got Angie Sueza of Nashua South, Lindy Houghton of Manchester, Grace Devaney of Concord, Laurel Gordon of Oyster River, Gwen Dahenga of Pelham, and Sarah Waite of Concord.
Who's favored to win this, Grace?
I would say.
Yeah.
But you never know. Hundreds, you can be
Right.
vulnerable in 100. I don't think she's vulnerable in a 400
No. Oh my gosh. She
or a
is.
200.
She is.
Those are the ones that
Amazing.
100, you never know.
Yeah. Shorter. Anything can happen.
200 and above, I'm not gonna.
Yeah. No.
Not
Definitely.
betting against her, especially in a 400.
Yeah. She's amazing. She always pulls away. It's great. All right. Gun just went off. Looks like Grace is. Oh,
It's a close one.
it's close. Looks like she's pulling away a little bit.
Yeah, Grace Devaney.
Yeah. She wins
Smoke
that
show.
one. Yeah.
She's tough.
Great run.
So Grace Devaney took that in 12.68. Laurel Gordon of Oyster River, 13.06. Gwyneth Delhinger of Pelham, 13.42. Linda Houghton, Manchester, 13.44. Sarah Wade, Concord, 13.48. Yeah, she's just so strong.
She really is.
I saw her the other day in the 4x400, and girl from Keene, Randall from Keene, was an awesome runner. Was like, she must have been 50 yards in front of her. And she mowed her down and put probably 50 yards on her.
Yeah.
It was, if I could have gotten a split on that one, it was just incredible.
I love watching her. She's great in every event. She's great to interview too.
And she
Smart girl.
she always puts the best effort out there.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? And she's not. You hear in interviews, she doesn't talk about herself
No.
or whatever.
Very
she's just
humble.
Yeah, she's just a regular. You know, and she's won a lot of state championships,
Mhm.
and she's got a
Yeah.
good shot at winning state championship. All right, and the boys, we got William Tyler of Manchester, Paul Marshall of Manchester, Nashua South, Marshall Burns of Exeter, Jack McSweeney of Exeter, Remy Beaujouin of Plymouth, and Adam Thornton of Merrimack. A lot of Exeter guys.
There you go.
What is it? Oh, thanks. I'm getting Christmas presents right now. Thank you. It's not perishable, right? Food thing. Here we go. We get these guys coming.
Oh, they're coming down the lane.
Wow, it's a tight one.
Close. Wow. Wow. I'm
Wow.
not even sure.
I'm going to say Adam Thornton.
That was a great race.
Yeah. Adam Thornton. Merrimack, 11.88. Jack McSweeney of Exeter, 11.90. Remy Beaujouin of Plymouth, 11.99. Marshall Burns, Exeter, 12.01. Paul Marchant of Nashua South, 12.02.
Close times.
Very close, huh?
Yeah.
Adam Thornton, a state champion indoors. Been looking strong. So we didn't get any time on William Tyler. But, oh, did not. Deanne. So now we're going to have the girls 1,600 meter, which should be an interesting race. Very competitive one. See if we can get the list up here. We got can we get it over here? So we got Morgan Arcott of Concord. We'll go Sophia Reynolds of Merrimack Valley, Chloe Trudell of Sohegan, Julia Robitaille, Manchester, Morgan Arcott of Concord, Georgia Jones of Sohegan, Indiana Jones, Amy Bohmeyer of Bonnie Eagle, Kay Partridge of Hollis Brookline, Lily Duty of Oyster River, Grace Jordan of Exeter, Emmeline Pendleton of Bonnie Eagle, and Hannah Stevens of Bonnie Eagle. All right, we got Mike Reynolds coming back. Mike Reynolds.
Mike
Smith. Mike Reynolds was actually my lawyer.
You definitely don't want me as your lawyer.
No. Or Michael Cohen.
Yeah. Well, this should be good.
Yeah, this would be really good.
Having a little problem with the numbers because we got hips on. They got hips on the right and shoulder on or chest on the left. So this will be the first time I see Sophia Reynolds run this season.
Yeah. Julia Robitaille, too.
Yep.
What does that mean?
Well, they're still messed up on the Bonnie Eagle girls, it looks like, but I'm sure they'll get them. There's only 12 girls in the race, so we can get that squared. Actually, not even 12.
Should be an interesting race. We didn't see a lot of Julia Robitaille lately, so.
No. And it would be nice to see her rolling.
Yeah. Well, she's out to the front. Her and
Yep.
Sophia Reynolds. So we'll see if we get a little battle here.
That would be nice. Looks like the sun's peeking out or trying to peek out.
Yeah.
Robitaille right to the front. 200 meters in. You got Robitaille, Reynolds, Trudell. And after that, everybody else. Is that Morgan Orcott in there too?
Yep. Yeah, she's been running pretty well. For a sophomore, she's learning the ropes.
Which is what you have to do.
Right.
Single file, so they're moving.
Yeah, Robitaille looks strong, huh?
She does. I remember even as she, as her junior year, as she was progressing.
Okay.
All right, at 77. And like I said, single file.
Which one is? Coffee. Yep.
So they'd end up 5:08 pace, 5:10. Which is solid.
Yeah, no, that's good. Boy, Reynolds looks good though, huh?
She does.
She's got. I like her stride, stride better than I do her brother.
brothers?
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, I think if David Reynolds opened up his stride length a little bit more.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
He's
He
got
seems-
like the marathon stride.
Yes, yeah, he runs over his feet.
Yep.
Where on the track, I think you kind of got to open up a little bit. Cross country, you can get away with it.
Yes, you can, especially.
I'd rather have that. I'd rather
yeah,
have that.
and I think the either the slimier the conditions or the more irregular the footing, then that sort of a stride actually pays off.
Yep.
Your feet never on the ground for very long.
Right. Violet, you're going to take my spot for the next one, right? I can't be here doing Mikey's comment. That's part of my contract.
All right, so they slid off a little bit, but not much. Steady pace. We've got Robitaille and Reynolds.
Yeah, they look good.
Reynolds attached to the hip, then it goes back to Bonnie Eagle, Chloe Trudell of Sauhegan, Morgan Orcott, Concord, Oyster River, and Reynolds
Oh, she's making a big
Yeah.
move on her.
with 700 meters to go, stepped out and went around, and has opened.
But if she doesn't open
5
it up,
meters.
she doesn't open it up enough. I'm telling
Yeah.
you, she'll work it back. You either got to make that move, or you don't make that
Right.
move.
It actually looks
she
like
looks good.
Trudell's bringing the chase pack up with her too.
That was solid though.
Yeah. Yep.
The worst ones that make the move and then they come off the gas pedal.
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
like
yeah.
come off, but don't come off like
You
hard.
got to get away.
Yeah.
If you're gonna make a hard move, you want to get away
And then settle back in.
and then settle back in and make it so that they're just that much further away when they think it's time to go. 3:56. Sophia Reynolds definitely looks like she's in charge. So we've got Reynolds, Robitaille, Trudell, Oyster River, Bonnie Eagle, Morgan Orcott of Concord, Sophia Reynolds, 200 meters to go, has about a 12-meter lead over Robitaille, who has about, I don't know, 7 meters over Trudell. Trudell's working hard to get there, and maybe some straightaway magic they will.
Right. All right, Sophia looks good.
She does. I heard rumor that she's been dinged up a little bit, but she doesn't. There's nothing telling in what I'm seeing right there.
She's just strong.
She is. So we're looking at 5:13 almost. Julia coming through in 5:20. Trudell in 5:23. Sauhegan's second girl in here making a strong move to take the next spot. Pretty solid miling.
Number 1, 2, 3, 4, this way.
All right, they calling the boys out. I don't have the sheets or anything, but I can tell you some of them by name anyways. All right, so here's the seeded mile. We'll get the names.
All right, so it's Aiden O'Hearn from Concord, Forrest McKenzie from Concord, Dawson Dubois from Co-Brown, Layden Valancourt from Messinic, Luke Kazik from Co-Brown, Caleb Korthals from Milford, Andy O'Brien from Oyster River, Gavin Lewis from Co-Brown,
Braden Kearns of Concord, Kyle Hogleg of Londonderry, Kyle Simpson of Hollis Brookline, Brian Siasuk of Concord, Gideon Prince of Nashua North, Ryan Fisher of Merrimack, Patrick Hill of Co-Brown, and Hayden O'Hara of Winnacunnet.
Landon Valancourt of Messinic is out, as is Andy O'Brien. Those two raced for the line in the earlier 2 mile, and I know Landon said he doesn't want to be embarrassed again, so. And they're off. Aiden Force right to the front. Another one of their Concord teammates slotting in third. Aiden O'Hearn just checked his watch 100 meters in, so he obviously has a plan. Caleb Korthals in fourth, Dawson Dubois in fifth, Ryan Fisher in sixth at the moment.
Fast start. Hopefully they can get some fast times today.
Yeah, I mean, in talking with Forrest's dad, and I think it's Concord mentality as well, is if you're going to bother racing, get in it and do something with it. There's no need to come to a big meet like this and to just go out and wait and try to see who's going to run fast, and if they don't chase it. So they're going now.
Yeah, definitely.
As we come to the line, we're looking at about a 64. So I actually anticipate that this is probably going to even get faster here.
Yeah, Aiden checked his watch again, coming
Again,
in
yeah.
the one lap.
Aiden Forrest. I'm not sure who their third guy is. Caleb Kornthal of Milford. Dawson Dubois. Londonderry.
Yeah, that's Kyle Hogland from London.
Kyle?
There. Yeah.
All right, 600 meters in. It's, again, the three Concord boys at the front, tailed by Caleb Korthals from Milford trying to hang on. If Caleb was able to roll with these guys, that would be a big step for him, and I think he's trying to take advantage of that.
Yeah, they're making quite a gap on the fallen pack.
Right, and I know, Dawson's solid and everything like that, but he did also run the 2 mile earlier today, and that's the same reason that Landon checked out of the mile. He just knew he wasn't going to have it. So.
Yeah.
All right, we're rolling through the halfway. They're at 2:13, so that would be 4:26 if they can hold. Forrest just went to the front,
Yep.
so they must have some pacing duties that they're working on. And the three have definitely separated at this point. There's probably a good 10 meters back to fourth. And then there's another 15 back to the fifth slot. Hollis Brookline And Gideon Prince of North trying to bridge that gap right now, and
Yeah.
Kyle Hoagland. Forrest looks in control. O'Hearn just checked his watch again, so they're. I mean, if you're checking your watch, that means you're fairly comfortable with what's going on.
Yeah.
Otherwise, if you're in the hurt box at that point, you don't care what the watch says anymore.
Yeah. Those three are still looking pretty solid,
They
though.
are. All right. Forrest still to the front. We're looking at, it's going to be 3:22.
And that's Braden Kearns with them.
Braden Kearns.
Yeah.
And Braden Kearns has just been dropped.
Yep.
And I don't know so much that it's that the other boys stepped it up so much, but, I mean, I think he was hanging for the ride, and he just
Yeah.
got to the end of his rope.
Mm-hmm.
But the boys are moving. Forrest has gone to the arms. O'Hearn looks comfortable in second place.
Yeah. Looks like Caleb is trying to.
Caleb is,
Yeah.
he looked like he was spent, but he's certainly making a nice move right now.
Yeah, he's trying to get that third spot. It looks like Gideon is actually trying to make a move there
As
as
well.
well. Yeah, he's starting to pick it up a lot.
And O'Hearn, with 200 meters left, took control of the race. Forrest is just trying to hold on to him.
Yeah.
I think it's no secret that O'Hearn is a better 1,600 meter than Forrest, and
Yeah.
Forrest is certainly trying to make the most of his opportunity to run with his teammate.
Yeah, it's pretty good finish by them both.
Yeah, Forrest
coming
is
up.
coming on, and he is actually going to take this. And this is going to be a smoking fast time. 4:27 plus, 4:28.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And it looks like their teammate will hold on for third.
Mm-hmm.
Korthal's with a great race, running 4:37 for fourth.
Yep.
Gideon Prince,
And then Kyle Simpson from Hollis
Brookline. So that was a solid race. Those guys that elected not to go with the pace and hold off, making the most of the last couple laps. So we've got everybody in that race in 4:54.
Yep.
Again, last one coming across the line, Dubois, but as I said earlier, he had his hands full in the 2 miles, so
Yeah.
solid running for sure. All right, we got 4x1s coming up.
Yep.
I don't have the list, but I see Merrimack out there and South, Plymouth.
Yeah,
Concord?
section 1 is Exeter, Merrimack, Nashua South, Concord, Portsmouth, and Plymouth. All the times under 53.
All right, we got a lot of people that have been spectating, been able to be out in the outer lanes of the track
Yeah.
during the mile that they're trying to get off. Once they get accustomed to being standing there, I'm looking at a whole bunch of Londonderry guys standing out in lane 6. I don't know that they're they've just been appraised that they're about to be run over. Now, I think just standing around all day, it seems colder than it probably is, but I don't know that if it rains a little bit that I want to be trying to hold on to a cold, wet baton.
Yeah.
Could prove to be a little bit difficult.
Yeah. Especially in the kids in the later events, they need to just like keep moving or else they're just going to get pretty stiff.
Yep. I've had 2 of mine elect out of their events, their secondary events today. And I don't normally like that very much, but I didn't really argue with them today.
Yeah.
It's a long day to sit around, plus if you're already wet, your uniform's already wet.
Yeah. It's definitely cleared up a lot compared to this morning.
Yes. It's actually looks like it might get nice.
Mm-hmm.
And they're settling into their blocks. I suppose there's not much calling we can do in this, right?
Yeah.
We won't know what's going on until they come off that final turn. And it won't be said and done until they come across the line, but they're
Yeah.
up and going.
Fastest seated time is Nashua South with a 51.17.
They're running these fast to slow, I'm gathering.
Yes.
I see Devaney in leg 2.
Yeah, she's.
That's always a good sign for Concord.
Oh, yeah.
And they are definitely taking the handoff. Well, Exeter might have actually beat them in the handoff. They were all the way at the end of the zone on that one, which can be smart if you've got a really strong leg in that second leg, but you got to make sure that pass happens.
Oh, yeah.
I know Co-Brown got caught on that in the 4x8, and I don't know how you don't pass off in the zones on a 4x8.
Yeah.
We got a close one here between Exeter and Concord. And
that was
that is
close.
real close.
Yeah.
I'm going to guess it was probably Exeter.
Yeah, Merrimack took third, though.
Well, it was one of the two teams.
Looks like it was Exeter, then Concord.
Exeter, then Concord.
Yep.
Well, that was exciting, Jim. That was real good. I don't think O'Hearn's accustomed to having somebody come up on him, huh?
Coming back on them.
Yeah.
But that was good. That's what I wanted them to force it.
Well, you could see that they had
not the easiest day to run fast.
No, no, no. And you could see there obviously was a plan. O'Hearn was checking the watch every 100 meters, every 200 meters.
What did they run? I didn't even catch a time.
Now you're getting me. I think it was
4:30.
4:23.
No, it wasn't that fast.
Yeah, I think it was.
Really?
I think so, yeah.
I would have thought like 4:29 maybe.
I don't
like
think
that
it
range.
was. All right.
4:28.
4:28.
I was
Well,
going to
look
say.
at you. You are smarter than I am on that. All right, in this one, we got Co-Brown, Sanborn, Milford, Londonderry, Bishop Girton, and Nashua North.
It was exciting anyways, though.
Yeah, no, that was great. And, I mean, every single one of those, even Dawson Dubois, who's doubling back, they're all under 5.
Oh, good. So both
I think it was 4:54 or something.
Both those guys are coming back in the 4x8.
Oh, yeah?
Which should be a good battle when it kind of is pretty tough.
Yes, they are.
But we still haven't picked who we're going to do it yet. It all depends on the 800.
Yeah. Well, we elected not to run. We ran a 4x8 a week and a half ago, fast enough to get us in Division 3s if we want it.
Yeah.
And we elected not to do it here because we have a relatively small crew coming up. So the buses, right after they're done the 800s, they're going to cool down and head home rather than wait till the end. Because it's a long day for them. Because we had bus time at 7 o'clock this morning.
Yeah, that's
all right.
Tough. How many inches of snow you get over your way this morning?
We didn't get any. We got some hail. All right, Londonderry takes that heat. I'm guessing that looks like it's followed by Nashua North.
So Londonderry took that in 53-39, Nashua North 53-82, Milford 54-42, Girton 55-92, Co-Brown 56-15.
All right, Section 3, we have Winnicunnet, Souhegan, Merrimack Valley, White Mountain, Spalding, and Conval. This is the third heat out of 4. Whistles to check the zones. And they just call them.
Boy, that wind is pretty tough in some spots.
Yeah. Yep. Certainly, if you're in shorts and a singlet, it's going to be a little chilly.
Yep.
Looks like, I'm looking at what's going on. Looks like they're getting ready to set up the guys, but we're still supposed to have another section.
Yep.
Yeah, okay.
You were right.
I've heard it. I mean, I knew I hadn't seen some of the teams, but, guys, jump the gun a little bit. Want to get their races going.
Get it done, get it out of the way.
Yeah. All right, and finishing straight.
Is that Spalding?
Looks like Spalding. Spalding has some new spiffy uniforms.
Spalding and
Ooh. Looks like White Mountains, but.
yeah, I think Souhegan got second.
Oh, you think Souhegan snuck in?
I do.
Oh, all right.
I might be wrong.
Might be.
Wrong once. Oh, White Mountains.
Oh.
I was wrong.
Yeah, you now twice.
So Spalding 54-40, White Mountains 56-61, Souhegan 56-68, Winnacunnet 57-24, and Merrimack Valley 57-38, Conval 57-77. I don't know if I was watching something. I wasn't registering.
All right, Section 4, we got Conant, Kennett, and Oyster River.
My brain might have been on time delay. This kid will block out the whole world.
And it's funny, you know, they're walking towards the finishing area and stuff like that in front of the cameras, and they get all upset about it.
You know the crazy ones now are? People looking at their cell phones and crossing the road,
Yeah,
and never even looking up to see if there's a vehicle
No
coming.
idea.
I mean, it's like, are you kidding me? Not realizing that person inside the vehicle is probably
Probably
looking
looking at their
cell
cell phone, too. Won't know that they ran them over until they hear the big thump.
Yeah.
Dunk, dunk. What was that?
phone. That'll be the next spike in deaths. It'd be cell phone deaths.
Yeah.
It'll be
Yeah.
one of those ones.
All right. Here we go. Looks like Oyster River's handoff was potentially problematic. I don't know that would mean enough to be outside the zone or anything.
Right. Hopefully everybody gets it down before the state meet.
Oh.
I mean, there's a lot of working parts to it to get it down.
There
to get
are,
it down
especially
right.
if you have if you have people changing in and out.
Yep.
Sometimes that can be tough. All right, we've got Kennett fiddling with their uniform as they come down the finishing straight. Oyster River making up ground, but will they have enough time? Nope. Kennett and Trainers takes Oyster River.
Yeah, they look good. So Kennett took that one at 59.36. Oyster River 59.64. Conant 103.6.
All right, we got Section 1, Exeter, Londonderry, Concord, Alvern, Merrimack, and Manchester Central. Fastest time listed is Concord with 43:08. Alvern in at sub 45 as well. So those are your top two seeds.
Yeah, I'm Mike, do you want a sandwich?
Thank you.
One looked all right.
So here we go. And they're off.
Guys, I asked you to broadcast live. Sir, can you please step back as well?
All right, and around they go.
What's up?
Looks like Concord and Exeter possibly here as they get to the last straightaway. And we've got Merrimack on the outside and Concord at the line. It's going to be close with that one.
Oh, I know. All right, Concord took that one 45.01. Merrimack close second, 45.06. Exeter 45.40 was third. Alvern 46.31. Londonderry 47.18. And Manchester Central 49.19.
Totally different time zone there.
Yeah.
All right, Section 2, we got Sanborn, Merrimack Valley, Nashua South, Bonnie Eagle, Plymouth, and Manchester West.
Kids both jumped the same height on their first try, like say 410, but one came in at 4.8. The person that came in later be a higher place, right?
All right. There we go. Guns up and off.
So, Mike, were these going fastest to slowest again?
Yes.
That's how they were going?
Yep.
Ooh, that was a bad handoff.
Yeah, fastest time in this heat's 45.72. And I definitely think either you've got replacement people
Holy moly, that
And-
was the worst handoff I've ever seen.
or you've got they don't have the parts working right or something.
Did you see that last handoff over
Yeah.
there? They piled up on each other.
Yeah. Well, one of them I think was holding his hamstring.
Oh, really? Oh, gotcha.
So it appears that we're only going to get 2 of them come around, and it's going to
Bonnie
be
Eagle.
Bonnie Eagle with it. Well, we're missing a few finishers in that one for sure. All right. What do you got for a winner?
Just waiting for it to come out.
Oh, it hasn't come up. Well, it was definitely Bonnie Eagle,
Yep.
as there was only 2 to follow, unless they got DQ'd, but we wouldn't know that yet. Well, in this heat, we've got Kingswood, North, Winnicott, Spalding, Milford, and Oyster River.
Yep, that never came up for Bonnie Eagle.
They're from Maine, so they probably aren't on our radar screen for that.
There's a Bonnie Eagle in Maine and a Sammy Seagull. Bonnie Eagle and Sammy Seagull.
The names up in Maine and Vermont for their schools tend to be.
Yeah.
I mean, what can I say? Our school name is made up of the 3 towns that originally were part of the
U32.
thing. Yeah. Well,
That's an easy one. How do
Yeah.
you spell it? U32.
U32. I guess you know what the SAU number is too,
Yeah.
right?
It's kind of unique, I guess. Oh, boy, that would hurt.
Yeah, that would. Last stride has to be a really, really long one. I would say that the red team is in front.
Yeah, they look good.
Yeah, I would assume that's Spalding.
North looks pretty good right now. So that's their hurdler, Spalding's hurdler. But North, tight.
This is tight. I think. Wow.
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 I'm going to say North took that one.
Yeah. I might be willing to go with you on that one.
Well, geez. Spalding, 47 flat. Nashua North, 47 flat. Winnicott, 47.74. Milford, 48.61. Kingswood, 51.57. Oyster River, 56.24.
Doesn't get any closer than that.
No, I
I'm
guess
guessing based on those times that Oyster River either changed some of their legs or whatever, because that's not even
Yeah.
we're going to the slower heat now, and they were 2 seconds down on what these guys are coming in at. Section 4, we got Kennett, Co-Brown, White Mountain, and Conan.
That was close, huh? But
That was about as close as you can
definitely
get, right?
fooled my eye, but we're not right at the finish. So.
Right. Next event will be the girls' 400-meter dash, and unfortunately, my girl Grace Devaney is not running the 400.
Oh, she's not running the 400 today?
No. Not today. Well, she's already won the 100, ran the second leg of the 4x1.
Did they win that one?
No, they
They
didn't.
didn't?
Second. They ended up second. And I bet if I look through this pile
Got to
of,
be running the 200. Huh?
I would bet